WhatsApp has informed the Delhi High Court that the platform will cease to operate in India if forced to break end-to-end encryption of messages. Advocates Tejas Karnia, representing WhatsApp, emphasized the platform's commitment to privacy and encrypted communication. The court was hearing petitions filed by WhatsApp and Facebook challenging Rule 4/2 of the IT Rule 2021, which mandates social media intermediaries to enable identification of the first originator of information when ordered by a court or competent authority. Karya also emphasized that this would necessitate WhatsApp to store billions of messages for several years. Karya argued that there is no such rule elsewhere in the world where WhatsApp operates. On the other hand, advocates Kirtiman Singh, appearing for the central government, claim that it's important to trace message originators, especially in certain circumstances. Brian Thomas is joining us for more details on this story. Brian, a tussle between WhatsApp and the government playing out in court?
Definitely, Uday, in a dramatic turn of events now, WhatsApp, which is under the very umbrella of Meta, has now thrust itself in the very, backdrop into the limelight after nearly 4 years after its continuous policy changes. And this time now the messaging giant issued a very bold ultimatum stating that it will cease their operations in India if compelled to compromise its end-to-end encryption and disclose user data to the government. And this showdown, unfolded at the very Delhi High Court, where WhatsApp, and Meta filed a plea challenging the very India's 2021 IT rules for social media intermediaries, particularly objecting to the requirement to the identity, to identify rather the initial source of information. And even Tejas Karya also, who represents WhatsApp, means rather no words, affirming that if they are told to break encryption, then the WhatsApp will go. And but what triggered this very clash there between the tech giant and the Indian government, and why this WhatsApp is willing to take such major actions to delve into the matters, it is because of talking of the very India's IT rules in the 2021, where the Indian government unveiled new guidance for social media appointments of key compliances officers and even the publications of monthly compliance report. However, yes, there was a continuous provision demanded the identification of the first originator of the messaging, igniting concerns over user privacy. And now talking about the WhatsApp stance, WhatsApp now distinguishes itself with its unwavering commitment to this very end-to-end encryption that they have got. And they ensured that the messages and the media will remain confidential between both the sender and the receiver. And breaking this encryption, the company argues that it would infringe upon users' fundamental right to privacy, and will now seek judicial intervention challenging the Rule 4/2 of the intermediate rules as constitutional. Now, the government, rather, against the backdrop of the rampant misinformation that happened during the very COVID-19 pandemic, the government insists on tracking its origin of information to combat fake news, yellow journalism, and even hate speech for that matter. And access to this data, authorities rather argue that it would enable swift actions against harmful content circulating on social media platforms. Yes, Uday.
Yes, absolutely. Brian, now as far as the next hearing in this case is concerned, when is the next date, and what is likely to happen there?
Well, Uday, the next hearing that will, be very important for both the WhatsApp and the Indian government, because, talking about the next hearing also, Uday, the WhatsApp is very firm on its very statement, saying that it will rather, it will be very, they are very persistent, and they are very, firm on the fact that if this, if it gets implemented, then they will get WhatsApp out of India. And the Indian government, according to the very IT Act of 2021, they are also firm to the fact, saying that they will also, to combat yellow journalism or fake news or anything of that sort, which happened very much during the COVID-19, will be very assured to the public, so that there is no, transference of both fake news or, or any propaganda of that sort for there.
Brian Thomas, thank you for joining us with those updates. Khushbu Jain, cyber expert, also is joining us now on the broadcast. Khushbu, this is a very interesting case, of course, playing out in court, tussle between WhatsApp and the central government. Khushbu, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I am able to hear you.
Khushbu, I was trying to ask you about this case playing out in court. Obviously, a tussle between the WhatsApp and government over privacy concerns.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.